3 foods you already have in your kitchen shrink enlarged prostate tissue by 34% within 14 days. I know that sounds impossible. You've tried supplements that promised results and delivered nothing. You've changed your diet and seen minimal difference. Nothing has actually reduced the size of your prostate. But these 3 foods work differently than everything else you've tried. They don't just reduce symptoms temporarily, they actually shrink prostatic tissue by blocking the specific hormone that causes growth. And you'll feel the difference within the first week. Let me show you exactly what these 3 foods are, why they work at the cellular level, and how to use them for maximum effect. First, understand what makes your prostate grow larger every year. Your prostate enlarges because of dihydrotestosterone, DHT. This isn't regular testosterone. It's a dramatically more potent form that accumulates specifically in prostate cells as you age. DHT binds to receptors inside prostatic cells and signals them to multiply and grow. The enzyme responsible for converting testosterone into DHT is called 5-alpha-reductase. Prescription drugs like finasteride work by blocking this enzyme, but they come with brutal side effects: sexual dysfunction, mood changes, brain fog, depression in some men. These 3 foods block the same enzyme naturally, without the side effects, by providing specific compounds your body recognizes as safe and processes efficiently. Food number 1 is raw pumpkin seeds, and the amount matters critically. Raw pumpkin seeds contain extremely high concentrations of zinc and phytosterols, particularly beta-sitosterol. These compounds directly inhibit 5-alpha-reductase activity inside prostate tissue, not systemically throughout your body like drugs, just in the prostate where you need it. Multiple clinical trials have documented this effect. One study from the European Journal of Urology tracked men who consumed pumpkin seeds daily for 12 weeks. Prostate volume decreased an average of 12%, urinary flow increased 28%, nighttime frequency dropped by an average of 2 episodes per night. The effective dose is 30 grams daily. That's approximately 1/4 cup. You can eat them raw as a snack, roasted without salt if you prefer the taste, or ground into powder and mixed into yogurt or smoothies. The zinc in pumpkin seeds also regulates the testosterone to estrogen conversion that happens in fat tissue. This helps maintain hormonal balance that prevents excessive DHT accumulation. Most men notice improved stream strength within 5 to 7 days. That quick response reflects reduced inflammation. The actual tissue shrinkage takes the full 2 weeks to become measurable. Food number 2 is cooked tomatoes with olive oil, and preparation is absolutely critical. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a carotenoid antioxidant that concentrates specifically in prostate tissue at levels 10 times higher than in blood plasma. Lycopene reduces oxidative stress and directly inhibits abnormal cell proliferation. But here's what 90% of men get wrong. Raw tomatoes contain lycopene in a crystalline form your intestines can't absorb effectively. You get maybe 5% bioavailability from raw tomatoes. Cooking tomatoes breaks down cell walls and converts lycopene into a cis-isomeric form your body can actually use. Studies show absorption increases by 400% when tomatoes are cooked with a small amount of fat like olive oil. The research on lycopene and prostate health is extensive. A meta-analysis, combining 17 different studies, found that men with highest lycopene intake had 23% lower rates of prostate cancer and significantly smaller prostate volumes compared to men with lowest intake. The effective dose is 15 milligrams of lycopene per day. That's equivalent to half a cup of tomato sauce or 2. Medium tomatoes cooked with olive oil. I recommend making a simple sauce. Dice fresh tomatoes. Cook them in 2 tablespoons of olive oil over medium heat for 8 to 10 minutes until they break down. Add minced garlic for additional anti-inflammatory compounds that work synergistically with lycopene. Eat this with lunch or dinner. The lycopene absorbs best when consumed with your largest meal of the day because fat from other foods enhances absorption further. Food number 3 is green tea, but 95% of people brew it wrong and destroy the active compounds. Green tea contains catechins, specifically epigallocatechin, gallate, EGCG. This compound inhibits growth factor, signaling in prostate cells while simultaneously promoting programmed cell death in cells that have already become abnormal. Research from Japan, where green tea consumption is highest globally, shows men who drink 3 or more cups daily have 48% lower rates of prostate enlargement, compared to men who rarely drink it. But water temperature is absolutely critical. Boiling water denatures the catechins and converts them into inactive compounds. You need water at exactly 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a thermometer, if necessary. Steep for 3 to 5 minutes maximum. Longer steeping extracts, bitter tannins without increasing beneficial catechin content. The effective dose is 3 cups of properly brewed green tea daily, providing approximately 300 milligrams of EGCG. Drink it between meals, not with food. Compounds in food, particularly iron and calcium, bind to catechins and reduce absorption. Mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and early evening are optimal times. These 3 foods work powerfully on their own. But if you want faster and more complete results, over 53,000 men have used a specific natural protocol that combines these foods with other compounds. Research shows work synergistically for prostate health. I've linked it in the description below. It's not required. The 3 foods I just explained create real improvement by themselves. But if you want to see changes within 7 to 10 days instead of 14, and if you want to maximize the shrinkage effect beyond just 34%, it's worth looking at. Most men who use it report noticeably stronger stream and reduced nighttime frequency within the first week. The combination approach targets prostate health from multiple angles simultaneously rather than just one pathway. Here's how to use these 3 foods for maximum tissue shrinkage effect. Start every day with pumpkin seeds, 1/4 cup. Add them to breakfast, eat them mid-morning as a snack, or mix ground pumpkin seed powder into a smoothie. This gives your body zinc and beta-sitosterol early, establishing enzyme inhibition that lasts throughout the day. Have cooked tomatoes with lunch or dinner. Make the simple sauce I described. Add it to eggs, pasta, chicken, whatever you're eating. The key is cooking with olive oil to maximize lycopene bioavailability. Drink green tea between meals at proper temperature, not with food. The timing matters for absorption. Those 3 cups spread throughout the day maintain steady catechin levels in your bloodstream and prostate tissue. After 7 days of consistent use, most men notice urinary stream improvement. The stream starts stronger. You empty more completely. Urgency decreases. After 14 days, the tissue shrinkage becomes measurable if you were to get an ultrasound. Clinical studies show average reduction of 8 to 15% in total prostate volume. Some men, particularly those with mild enlargement, see reductions up to 34%. This isn't massive overnight transformation, but it's enough to relieve mechanical pressure on your urethra and bladder, which directly creates the symptom improvements you feel. A few critical points about safety and realistic expectations. These foods work best for mild to moderate benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you have severe BPH with complete urinary retention or other serious complications, you need medical intervention first before trying natural approaches. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, talk to your doctor before significantly increasing green tea intake. Vitamin K in green tea can interact with anticoagulant medications. If you have digestive issues or irritable bowel, introduce pumpkin seeds gradually. The high fiber content can cause bloating or gas if your system isn't accustomed to it. Start with 1 tablespoon daily for 3 days, then increase to the full quarter cup. Results vary based on your baseline prostate size, overall metabolic health, and consistency of use. Some men notice stream improvement within 5 days. Others need the full 2 weeks, or slightly longer. The key is daily consistency. These aren't pharmaceutical drugs with immediate dramatic effects. They're foods that gradually shift your biochemistry and hormone metabolism toward a healthier state that doesn't support continued prostate growth. 3 foods: raw pumpkin seeds, cooked tomatoes with olive oil, properly brewed green tea, every single day for 14 days minimum. If you want to accelerate results or combine multiple proven approaches, the protocol I mentioned is linked in the description. Many men find that addressing prostate health from several angles works better than relying on just one thing. But start with these 3 foods. Track your symptoms daily. Notice stream strength, nighttime frequency, urgency levels. Give your body the specific compounds it needs to regulate prostate size naturally. Comment below which of these 3 you're already eating and which you need to add. Let me know your questions. I read every single comment.